Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on Dusty Cove. So I'm going to start off this video with a couple of things. One of which is what we're going to do with this map. I'm going to ask you guys to put in the comments section, shall we drop seasons out of it and continue Dusty Cove, or shall we drop it ASAP and find something to fill the slot for the time being until a new map takes sort of my interest, is what I would love to know from you guys. Jeez, come on now. At the minute is, what to do on that front, because I'm not getting bored of Dusty Cove. I still am enjoying Dusty Cove, but I can't help but feel that the seasons is slowing it down to a point where people are losing interest, to be quite honest. And the other thing I wanted to mention is my Twitch channel. Talking to Sim, talking to Dave, I think it is time to definitely not have all our eggs in one basket, as the saying goes, and that means streaming to Twitch at the same time using restream.io. So, yesterday Simulate streamed. He streams Mondays now, typically, and he did it for the first time, and he's setting it up, well, basically, as I'm recording this right now. I've just got left TeamSpeak. He was in there, getting that all set up. So I've got partially set up. The link for the Twitch will be in description. I will need to put that as my default as well, but also at the top of the channel. Also, yesterday's video, some of you may or may not have missed it. We were on West Coast. It accidentally released at 3 o'clock, and I just let it go. At 3 o'clock in the morning, when I got done doing the thumbnails and all that good stuff, I guess I didn't keep it select to go scheduled, and it released early, way early. So I can see the video views on that one being fairly low compared to what it would be, probably because it got way back in the pile. A lot of people missed it, no doubt. So that one is there. Also, as far as Twitch goes, we are going to start uploading videos to Twitch as well. They're going to be a day behind YouTube. YouTube is the revenue source for myself, so that is where it goes. It may end up changing where I'll upload the week's worth of videos over the weekend in one big lump on Twitch. It depends. I may try it for a little bit, and we'll see, and we'll go from there. The main downside that I see with Twitch is if miracles happen and any of us get partnered. I say any of us, Simulate, Rainbow Dave, myself, get partnered over at Twitch, we can no longer stream on YouTube. So I don't know. I'm gonna have something that I don't know about. Really don't know too much. But we'll take it from there. So we can do. Now I think we're using this to plant soybeans because it's the only other crop we can plant other than well, radishes. The bumper button on my controller is going. I think I need to take this apart. Sunflowers, soybeans. So soybeans it is, and maize, of course. Hopefully we've got this field cultivated, field 11. If not, we're going to have to run the cultivator for it and get that up to snuff. The rest of the fields, they're being seeded. I really need to do a live stream on Dusty Cove and get more stuff done, but I guess we'll find out what you guys say about it. I look forward to seeing you guys' messages, and it is cultivated. Is it seeded? It's not seeded. Wonderful. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what you guys say on it. On the whole, should we continue, or what the deal is? Of course, going on to the topic of maps, Bullet Bill has posted another update on West Coast. It is now public, 100% public information, so I'm quite happy to discuss it. His dad had a major heart attack recently. Luckily, he's survived. He's well, I guess, as well as you can be after suffering a huge heart attack. He's alive, that's the main thing. So, Bullet Bill has postponed everything to do with West Coast and modern in general. Luckily, thankfully, the community was okay with that. Yeah, Sim said, and and he kind of echoed the same thing I was thinking in TeamSpeak. Said, I'm not going to go on to the comments because I'm probably going to get annoyed. I won't use the language he used. And I went on there and said, actually, no, it's good. A lot of people were fine with it, which, thankfully, that's like that, because you may get some people that just don't understand how severe that is, but everyone did, and that's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a new Xbox controller because that bumper button's going. I'm gonna need to take it apart. Wonderful. I've done this in the past, but not as bad as this. Now what I'm doing here is just getting lined up so I can blip GPS on, and hopefully we'll be all set. Yep. And drop it down, and away we go. So the reason I'm using this cedar is, well, this is the only other cedar we've got, and I need to get crop in the ground. That being said, I'm under the impression that people are just going to say drop seasons completely. You know, I love seasons. It's an amazing mod, but goodness gracious, it slows a YouTuber down doing any content. It really does. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. How much it can slow you down. But I can't stress enough, it is a fantastic mod, and I highly, highly recommend it. If you don't do YouTube, basically. Well, I think you can get away with it if you do YouTube, but it's a case of if you're doing YouTube in such a way where you play them up off camera and now and again you upload videos on it, as real life farmers do, then you can get away with it. Other than that, no, I'm not too sure. Really not too sure. Now after we've got this field done, I don't want to do too much soybeans, it's a case of having to. We will head over and see. We'll probably do another field over here in soybeans, just so it makes sense. And no doubt we'll end up running out of seeds, so we'll have to ferry some over, or what the deal is there. And then we'll jump in our sprayer and spray field 10 after that's got done. So what I'm thinking as well, just until we find out about this together, I've got another video I need want to record today too, another couple ideally, is to throw in the mix of the maps, and I don't know what I'm going to call it. Help a base complete the task. This is going to cost me a lot of money, this controller, in game. And that is to like throw Thornton, Sandy Bay, possibly a Cobra episode in the mix in the week. No set schedule, just they're there. They're appeared sort of thing. Just to change it up and for people to go, oh, that's something new, sort of thing. And that was supposed to be switched on. There we go. I really don't want to take the controller apart because they are a pain, and I could take it apart and find it's broke completely, and I don't have a spare controller here. If this breaks, I'm pooched. Just thinking, do I have a spare controller here? No, I don't. Crap, that's in Canada. So I may have to see about ordering one of them. And of course I like getting the genuine Xbox controllers. Just, they work instinctively and they generally last a while. But it could be just a bit of dirt that's got on the button, basically. It's only that one bumper button. There's the left bumper button. And usually it's the analog sticks that start to wander doing me forcing it to do it like now. Just slowly rotates. But this one's okay. That, and I have tried not to rotate the camera around as much as I used to. I always used to look at the tractor moving around the field. It used to bug a lot of people, me doing that. I used to have people ask, can you sort of slow the camera down? Now I'll do that still so I can get a good angle. We're away. So a lot of people were enjoying the rally, the Dirt 4 that I did. So I plan on doing that again. Hopefully, fingers crossed this weekend we're gonna have a new game. I'm not gonna say what it is, just in case it doesn't happen. Any of you that possibly know what it is, well, needless to say, it's got to do with the colour yellow. Could get delayed though. There are bugs in it. I know that, but we'll find out. They don't want the what happened to Car Mechanic to narrow it down a bit more to happen to this game. But I'm not getting my hopes up. I really got my hopes up last time that we were getting it, and we didn't, needless to say, and there was also an NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. Righty, that is... So we get this couple of lines, this bit done. Get rid of the GPS though. Alright, so we'll check out... what field did I say we were going to look at? I think field 7 we've done. I know that's what we just cultivated. Yeah, we'll do field 7 as well then. And then field 10 should be done. We'll blip that on courseplay. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I think I can't just hold the bumper where I used to hold it. I think that's all it is. I used to... Where the bumper buttons hinge on the Xbox One controller, that's pretty much where I used to press. If I press further back, it's okay. Oh, is that not cultivate? Oh no, it's field 9. Field 9 is not ours. That's good. Is this what was the... That kind of looks like it's been seeded already. Has it? Yep, barley. Son of a gun. In that case, I think we're done here. Because I don't want to have a stupid amount of soybeans. So yeah, we can come up fertilize field 7 and go from there. And really, other than seeding, and this seed is so limited, we can't do much right now. I know I say that quite often, we can't do much on the map. Well, when we've only got one seeder. We could lease another one. It's very tempted to be quite honest, to help along. And then just half fill it full of seed. And go to town like that. There again, I don't want to screw myself up when we're not with seasons anymore. That being said, I think when you take out seasons, it does act a little funky on the map at times. It can do anyway. So I am at a loss what to do on that front. It could be, this week could be the last Dusty Cove you guys see. If that's the case, well, in true fashion on my channel, we don't have a big send-off or anything, just stop the map. Plain and simple. Move on to something else. And there's a few that have caught my eye. And then I've also been told, yeah, they've got a lot of issues. Rosewood was one of them, unfortunately. I want to check that map out, but from my understanding from several people, it's a beautiful map, got a lot of potential, just has a lot of issues. And have you ever noticed, even when the game was first released, brand new, no mods out, if you pace vehicles, they judder. Like right now. You see the judderiness going on that vehicle? Now you can go on Goldcrest with no mods in your mods folder, brand new installation of the game, and it'll do it. I've always wondered why they do that. It's craziness. This is going to be quite a bit of driving. Not a whole lot of farm work, but that's realistic too, at the end of the day. And there's farms that travel quite extensively. Luckily we can do it at 32 miles an hour. Once we jump in that sprayer, we'll be poodling down the road at quite a slower pace. We've got the fast track. I believe where we left it to sell a crop. Yeah, we're gonna get close to that vehicle and it's gonna start juddering. It's weird, it's almost like a desync, so can't synchronize with how fast you're going. So it just stutters. It's very peculiar. We need to move that trailer so bad. Now, if we do get seasons, it'll be a if we get rid of seasons, it's gonna be a shame because no more snow. That being said, I do want to create for West Coast especially, a carbon copy of where all the vehicles are, stuff like that, with seasons, and just have it snow all the time on that side, on that game save. So I can do a bit of fooling around in the snow. Okay, I need to push the speed up. I got used to walking around fairly quick. So the spray is filled. Sweet. And of course we could do a series on Upton Farm when it's released. I'm just really unsure what's going on with Upton right now. I think a lot of people just don't know what's going on with it. I myself, I want to do a series on Upton or live stream it, but until it's released at this point I'm not going to push it. I don't want to get people excited for a map that may not be coming out. I've got no doubt in my mind it will come out. It's just a case of it's a long way off. Alright, we can fertilize field 40, which I believe was our corn. Was it? I forget. Corn, yep. That'd be a big silage harvest if we can do it. I don't think we'll be able to now. Oh, it was doing it, just slow. Ever so slowly. No, I think that's just one stage. Or not, yeah it is. Oh, what are the controls? Hey, wrong one. What are the controls? Because they are funky on this one. Ford sprayer, turn on. That's, I know, it's going around the outside, so no GPS. Was it low? Oh, lower, yeah. B. Alright, let's get rid of the F1 help. Okay, that's not fertilizing, we don't need any fertilizer. See, to me that looks light. It looks like it could do with fertilizing. My bad. Luckily we didn't use too much. So field 10 we go. At 17 miles an hour. Oh, these things aren't built for speed. This is a real nice fertilizer spreader. I just wish the cockpit, or the cockpit, the cab, was not just photos and modeled techniques. And the mirrors don't work on this mod. See them down there. Actually, for the first time ever, didn't realise there was mirrors there. That's the first time I've seen them. Unless he's got the mirrors up there on those ones, which make no sense. Engage cruise control. Yes. It's a nice sprayer. I like how it looks used. It doesn't look brand new. It looks old. And for the most part, farms that I know of, if a sprayer works, they're going to keep it around. They're not going to replace it as much as they would normal machinery. So I like the feel of this one. Just wish the cab was improved a bit. Instead of having, like I say, photos plastered on where you see the dials down there. That could have been modelled 3D. Same with the switches down there. They don't need to do anything, just model them 3D. Probably a case of lowering the polygons count is why they've done it like this. Which I can understand as well. You don't want it stupidly high. But overall, if you're after a gungy, old looking, wow used machine, this is it. This was on the mod competition on Farm Sim's main page. So, I'm gonna do a West Coast video after this one. And I think at the beginning of it, I'm gonna ask a question. And that is, and I'll ask it here as well so you guys can comment for those of you that watch the whole entire video. Thank you to you people. You are the ones that keep me doing what I'm doing. That's for sure, because if it wasn't for you guys that watch the whole entire videos, yeah, we wouldn't be able to continue to do YouTube. And that is, what should I call the series where I go back and looking at old maps? I'm thinking like Reminiscence or something like that series. And just starting from scratch on the episodes. Because I've got a newfound love for Cobble Park Farm again. I'm not even kidding. I couldn't get back into it when it was released. But these live streams recently, that's why I streamed it over the weekend. I was enjoying that map again. And I couldn't get back into it when it was released initially. It's weird. Maybe I just needed a long break from it, because I did do Cobble Park Farm quite heavily in 15. That's when I found it. I know it was released in 13. But I initially found it in 15. Come on now, you can accelerate up to me. The old T-Dub and 240. They're just parked there because well, they're slow. Don't want to drive them back on a video. Nor should I really be driving this. I should have paused and gone into the field, but I know the spraying stuff people don't like to watch. They find it boring. And seeding, cultivating, yeah. You bit yard work, yes. Animal work, yeah, a little bit. Harvesting, 100% harvesting all the time, every time. We like watching that. Oh, and I just hit the mic hardcore. Scratching my head. Wow, sorry about that. I'll leave that in there. You guys can have a laugh. Alright, so he's on the headland passes, actually. We'll let these guys... Oh no, up there's fertilized. Back up. He seemed to do the right thing and pull over and let cars by. Although I don't think you legally need to do it until there's 7 or 8 cars behind you, I think it is. I forget. I know there is technically a legal number. Some farmers abide by that, and some don't. They can get ticketed for that, I believe. That being said, modern day tractors, they can go a good lick of speed, so... Really? Yeah. I don't know, if tractor's doing 30 mile an hour, I've got no complaints. Personally, if I was sat behind one, Just wait for it to overtake. Alright, what was the controls again? Lower. Let's learn. And... oh jeez, it's not going to take us long to do this field. Like a headland and probably one pass in the middle and good to go. There we go. Cool thing about this spread is you can see it from up front. I definitely like watching the looking around the outside, and this is bouncing really bad. You'd lose all your teeth. You would have no teeth left after this ride. Yeah, that's what you'd be doing for sure. 100%. Oh, we would do soybeans in that field? Perfect. And that's at 1%, so we may actually have to run down and refill that. Crap. It's a shame those bags, you can't buy them empty and refill them. If there's such a mod for that, let me know, guys, because that I would totally do. Buy like 4 of those bags and be able to refill them. Would be pretty cool, I think. Oh yeah, one part. The outside round on one pass, done. Awesome. So all I'll do to complete that, loop this. I think one anyway. If not, we're going to have to overlap very awfully. Right, the outside rounds and one down the center pretty much. With a tiny little bit either side. I don't even care. Okay, it's getting to a lot of it. Ah, that's right, the field spreads out this way. Yeah, called it. Needs to be refilled. That is not good. That is not good at all. That will create somewhat of a trail in this, because it ain't going to create tram lines. Darn thing. See, what I should probably do, because that was the controller that caused me to do that, the left bumper button being funky, is get a proper one and always have an emergency backup laying around. I do have a controller I can probably get away with using, just not ideal by any shape or form. Actually, it's terrible. And the funny thing is, it's always FarmSim that kills the controller. And why is it FarmSim? Because you're using the bumpers, the analog sticks, and all of that good stuff. And of course, I use the controller in most games. Yeah, where did it get stopped? Just on the second headland pass, by the looks of it. I'm not too sure how much seed we have in the pallets. I think I've only just got one pallet, to be quite honest. And that's that one. That's only 200 and what? What did it say? 237. Nothing there. I would probably keep him there if it needs be. But it looks like we're going to be moving that trailer. Yeah, I know. Now, I don't think you can. I'm going to try filling it back up. I'm pretty sure you can't. That'd be awesome if you could, though. So there's a mod idea. Now, I know those big bag mods are out, or big bag mod is out on the mod hub. I have no interest in that whatsoever. I think it's actually kind of crap. Looking at the modelling, considering SOB's got one which looks fantastic compared to it. Yeah, I guess we're going to the store. Well, I guess this is a perfect spot to wrap up the video. With the seeder out of seed and the fertilizer in the field somewhere. For a thumbnail, and then we'll head over to Goldbarrow, Macobra, West Coast. And what shenanigans we're doing over there? I believe similar to what we're doing here. What is that, you may ask? Fertilizing. Well, seeding, I believe. Just got done the harvest. Can't remember. Can't rightly remember. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Slightly shorter. But we'll be back tomorrow on West Coast. Like I say, if you didn't see yesterday's video because I accidentally uploaded it released it at 3 o'clock in the morning on Monday, go check that out. And it'll be in the cards at the end of this video that you'll see probably right now. So, until next time, catch you guys later. See ya.